Hi, I'm Andrew Armstrong and welcome to the back office. Just a quick video today because you can see you probably can't, I'm in the middle of finishing up something basically, and it's the little CNC mill project, and I need to put a plug on its wire because it came with a weird foreign plug and a weird foreign adapter which I don't trust, so I've cut that end off. That's why we've got a raw end at the moment. But I wanted to show you this interesting plug I bought, which has a kind of a hand grip. So the idea is you can put two fingers in and really get some good purchase when you're putting that in and out of the wall. So that could be useful if you've got, an issue with gripping something, maybe some arthritis or bruising in your hands. You never know. It's one of those things that when you're young and able-bodied, you don't really appreciate till you sort of maybe bruise that bit of your hand, and then all of a sudden you realise all these simple tasks become really difficult. So I think it's a good thing to have, especially if you've got elderly relatives. They can use those. But I'm going to use it for this. Not that I plan on unplugging and plugging this back in the wall too often, but we'll have a little go. Some of you haven't wired a plug, so at least you'll be able to learn how to wire a plug. So you've got two colours in a plug normally, or three. The two main colours though are the blue and the brown. The brown being the live and the blue being the neutral. And if you've got green, that's earth, and you definitely need to respect earth if you've got it and make sure you use that. I'll show you where these go in the plug. They're normally pretty standard, and if you can't read, in fact really any British plug will tell you if it's where it should get hooked up to. There's normally a little card which I've just thrown away, but there you go, there's a diagram on a card that shows you how it should be wired up. But normally, almost every single time, the live wire will go to the fuse. I've never seen an occurrence when it hasn't. The only sort of slight difference is if you've got a plug which has a sort of switch in it, the internals might be routed slightly differently. Electrically it will still end up in the same place, but you might end up with the live contact somewhere slightly different. But normally it's this side, the right hand side of the plug connected to the fuse, and you can normally push the pin out so the whole assembly will float up like that, and that allows you much easier access to sort of put your wire in nicely, sort of just cut exactly the right sort of length you need. And I'd say 5mm, 6mm is more than enough normally. So that's that in nice and tight, and then I'll do the same here on the neutral. Just push it up through so you can see it's whoa, hello. It was really protruding that time. It sort of went across the room. Just loosen that terminal, make sure you can see a gap in here to put your wire, and that's more or less it. So I've kind of there we go. Let's retwist that one. Get the neutral in. Has to bend it back on itself, so it's a little bit unhappy at the moment, but that'll all settle down. That's nice and tight, so we'll push that back in, and then we'll push the wires down, making sure they're not going to sort of snag on any plastic bits where the screws go. And that's the earth. So that's the final wire. We don't have it on this lead, but if you have it, make sure you hook up the earth. Now, looking at the diagram to my left, and I have to admit, I'm going to admit to you, I've never really looked at the sort of bit of cardboard diagram that tells you how to use the plug, but it does actually tell you how long each wire to cut each wire. So it's saying here the earth should be 32mm long with a 6mm strip length. The blue or black, which is the neutral, should be 22mm long, again 6mm strip length, and the brown or red 12mm long with a 6mm strip length. So that's useful. So that's it, more or less intact. You can see that strain relief works really well. I can't pull that out. Pop on the cover. Again, kite marked British BS 1363 plug. Be careful what you get from abroad. Sometimes they don't even have fuses in them. This is a 13 amp fuse, probably a little bit high for what I intend to use. Maybe a 5 amp would be better. So there you go, that's it. Put your two fingers in, bang! Plug it in the wall as hard and as fast as you can, at a distance ideally, like jousting, wall jousting. Hope that's been of some use to you, as ever. Well, hang on a minute. How about that? Bit of bling. Just don't even hook a wire up. Just take it out to the nightclub. Look at that. And